March 12th, 2020. It's the day all the sports went dark.
Yeah, Fox 5 sports reporter Vince Sapienza up and early and at it. In studio with us with the very latest. I'm surprised your head is still on your body after all the stuff that happened yesterday.
I just don't know how long that sports reporter title is going to hold for the foreseeable future.
New morning.
Is there another chair that we can just...
Yes,
we'll
join us every morning. We're more than happy to have you.
Yeah, guys, as we've seen in the last 24 hours, just about every major league has either been suspended or major event has been canceled. I know when we talked last yesterday, Lights FC were still a go for their home opener. That is no longer the case. They were planning on still having all the festivities that went with year 3, Viva Lights, as Brett Lashbrook likes to say, but they are falling in line with Major League Soccer and suspending play for 30 days. The Lights announced the intention to reschedule all games for another date, and anyone who bought tickets to suspended games will have those tickets honored for future matches. Something similar we're seeing in just about every single league. Same with the Golden Knights, who wanted me to make sure I mention, for those Golden Knights fans that had tickets for the final 4 games, make sure you hold on to those tickets. It's a wait and see right now to see what happens with those final games, but just hold on to them right now. Don't do anything drastic or anything like that. As for the NFL draft, I know everybody has questions, Dave Faven. I know everybody wants to know what's going on, what's the latest, and the latest is it's still a go. As of right now, the NFL has given no announcement as to what may or may not be happening, which means things are okay for now. We're less than 6 weeks away from when the draft is supposed to begin. We're less than 4 weeks away from when construction is supposed to begin on what is being called the amusement park for football fans here in Las Vegas. They got the archway, the floating stage at the Bellagio fountain. So the NFL has canceled the spring owners meeting. That is all we've heard from them at this point. I imagine we will hear from them on the NFL draft in some capacity, but it's my understanding that they want to wait as long as they possibly can because this is a premier showcase event for the NFL on their calendar.
Of course.
Not just for Las Vegas, not just for the welcome wagon, if you will, for Las Vegas and the Raiders, but I mean, this is one of their premier events. 600,000 fans showed up to Nashville last year for the draft. That number was supposed to not double, but it was supposed to be pretty close to
people.
I'm sure that everyone that plans on working the NFL draft is at least happy to hear that. They still have work coming. Same can't be said for several arenas and stadiums around the country. I did like that Kevin Love of the Cavaliers donating $100,000 to the people that work at that arena to make sure that they have money while they're out of work right now.
Yeah, you donate $100,000. I mean, just talk about a good guy.
No doubt.
But we talked about very quickly before I leave, Rudy Gobert posted on his Instagram.
You're welcome to stay, Vince.
Rudy Gobert posted on his Instagram that he has met with doctors. He is expected to make a full recovery. He apologized for all the antics that led up to that. He said he never wanted to get sick, but the good news is he's going to make it, and I think that's a good sign for a lot of the people that aren't feeling great about the situation right now to see that one of the NBA players who tested positive is going to be just fine.
Well, those guys are super low risk. Those aren't the people we're worried about.
But I understand that Adam Silver is recommending that NBA players, if they can, self-quarantine for as long as possible.
Same with the NHL. The NBA and NHL are unified in that voice. They want the players to stay at home, stay away from anybody they don't need to, stay with family, and do not travel.
I'm seeing the NASCAR race is still on for this Sunday as well with
NASCAR
no fans.
and
So
UFC.
NASCAR and UFC.
There we go.
The last 2 holdouts.
You're going to get a heavy dose of NASCAR and UFC this week on
By the
sports.
way, you can see that race here on Fox 5.
There you go.
That's right.
I'll be tuned in.
Same.
I need something.
Vince, you can leave for now, but don't go too far. We need you. Thank you so much.